Social media can suck my mother. You think it's fun and neat, but there's something I think you forgot. That it makes you super fucking stupid with brain rot. Like dogs sniffing assholes, all your info they bought. Oh, my mistake. You didn't have to pay for it, your soul they got. They got it all for free, all your info and your history. Just click accept all terms, don't even read it, let it be a fucking mystery. Like a hysterectomy of your brain and soul. You think it's all for free, but they hold all the control. If something's for free, then you are the product. You constantly scroll up and down where your privacy gets fucked. Like a lab rat on heroin, you just can't stop tapping and looking. You'd be better off and healthier if you hit the streets and started hooking. Social media is basically pissing into the wind. All the same bullshit, the most cliche comments get pinned. Social media is a place where people express their unique original ideas stolen through other people's photos, work, and words. Post a copyright photo of a kid and slap on a stolen cliche quote. No shame in stealing to post your attention-seeking turds.
Social media maximizes the grip. The grip that is short attention is the trip. The sadists and narcissists rule this land, optimized by algorithms always at hand, always capturing your attention right now. That mindset reinforced over and over is how, constantly exposed to the most negative thing, forced to focus on the most ignorant ding-a-ling, ding-a-ling, ding-a-ling.
I'm a turd polisher working with words. Don't worry, Facebook is healthy, like living off fries, gravy, and curds. I f***ing love poutine. It's the f***ing bomb. But if I ate it every 10 minutes, I'd be long gone. Everyone seems to know everything and is an expert, despite zilch experience or educated effort. Everyone's a photographer, artist, journalist, and pro. All you need to qualify is your f***ing face and you're good to go. Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, and Instagram make me feel f***ing sick. I deleted them 5 years ago and they can suck my I got my soul back, and with the extra change too. I look at the stars, trees, birds, and have time for other things to do. To do like we all used to just be outside and play with a stick. Oh, f*** it, I'll just be alone in the forest and play with my dick. See Dick and Jane run, it's wholesome fun. Turn the page at the bell, a book from the library from a nun. The word library's in my song. Holy shit, this topic opens a huge can of worms. Social media has its grips over everything. Your job, words, and sperm. Hashtag ew. Like you're on a sock, your words mean a lot. Your every f***ing joke, your every f***ing thought. Ladies pout, smile, innocently and incidentally show off yoga pants. The guys show off guns, trucks, and rage into political rants. Apps are the world's biggest magnifying glasses for narcissistic abuse. Social media has to be the world's most massive news. Little cute annoying notifications to reward and light up your synapses. If you don't use social media, the world will completely dismiss us. I scribble this song in peace as I admire the snow softly falling. I have zero social media, nothing interrupting, buzz, beep, bing, or calling. The news or what Biff, Bob, or Sally are saying. Social media staring at themselves in the mirror, navel gazing. If you're hot, it's a crash or a disaster. It gets more views for you to post and plaster. People idolize stuff, things, and objects. A snowblower gets more views than a Pulitzer Prize project. Approval, validation are the ego's fuel, carrying all that sad, pathetic shit like an overloaded gossiping mule. Desperate for endless attention, entertainment, and likes.
I just want to fit in and be part of it, get invited on hikes.
Let's all start a Facebook group where on the first day of the year we all go jogging together in $2,000 worth of tight yoga pant gear.
But whatever you do,
don't you dare look at my ass, because I'm practically like a nun going to holy mass. Each day of the year is overexploited, no cliche ever f***ing avoided. International Bring Your Toothbrush to Work Day, then post 147 photos of half-used toothpaste on a tray. Social media platforms literally checkmark validate the most popular. It's like high school on coke, a narcissistic microscope binocular. I just took a 10-hour break from singing this tune. You don't even feel it, because this is a song, and you're not in my room. Anyway, back to what I was saying. Been thinking about this evil preying on your life, mind, body, and soul. This social media bullshit is out of fucking control.
Social media maximizes the grip that is short attention is the trip. The sadists and narcissists rule this land, optimized by algorithms always at hand, always capturing your attention right now. That mindset reinforced over and over is how, constantly exposed to the most negative thing, forced to focus on the most ignorant. Ding-a-ling, ding-a-ling, ding-a-ling.
I've watched like a hawk and have collected examples. Gonna say a few now and spit out some sick samples. I've seen construction workers dig up a busy street with a bulldozer, while scrolling on a smartphone and bumped into a f***ing steamroller. It left me feeling a little taken back and flat. Kids driving in Teslas while looking at Snapchat. I wonder if pilots look at social media on takeoffs and landings, or if a surgeon chats in a Facebook DM and her scalps end up being stabbings. Every day I see kids on the street playing, having fun. A sweet old granny drives by while staring at her phone. Her car might as well be a gun. I've seen people I've looked up to my whole life I never thought could be affected by this dumb mindless shit. But this social media addiction is so fucking strong. It's like heroin and coke and had a child. This Facebook you're not allowed to quit. Like Hotel California, you can check out anytime, but you can never leave. Even when someone you love dies, like a shameless you have to post that too. Attention comes before you even grieve. Social media's grip on absolutely everything knows no bounds at all. Global politics and sensitive issues. The man on the news can't shut up about a Facebook wall. They could be talking about World War III or an asteroid about to hit the Earth in 7 hours. But still shout out, don't forget to like, share, and follow. In the shadow of the dead rocketed towers. My point being that no matter what is going on, everybody seems to be stitched to their phone from dusk till dawn. The silicone that designed this social media shit designed it by researching how Nevada slot machines successfully did it. I'm sorry, but watching people stare at their phones while driving makes me so angry. I'll rip you out your car, and on the tar, your face I'll start grinding. You fucking piece of shit, fucking dick. Seen dumb shit before, but this is beyond thick. Thick like your dick after you Photoshop it. In reality, it only takes one pixel to censor your bit. Everyone needs to know what's going on at all times. Aliens on Earth, the world is flat. We're so for all of us, it's Venetian blinds. If I could put Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter on a rocket and blast it off in just a few hours, you'd be jonesing and scraping off your faces and pushing up flowers. Everyone's opinion all at the same time and all at once, like pissing into the wind like a total dunce. There used to be an audience that would go and see and support a real band, but now the audience is the main attraction. 10,000 people with their heads in the sand. Instead of wondering what type of strings Frank Zappa might have used, instead now it's, I ate a tuna sandwich for lunch, now listen to my random clueless views. The loudest, most negative one on the wall gets all the attention. All the attention now reinforced over and over, the whole room in a suspension. People used to look up at the stars and heavens and ponder. Now we all look down and miss real life and have become the monster.
Social media maximizes the grip that is short attention is the trip. The sadists and narcissists rule this land, optimized by algorithms always at hand, always capturing your attention right now. That mindset reinforced over and over is how, constantly exposed to the most negative thing, forced to focus on the most ignorant. Ding-a-ling, 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 ding-a-ling.
Sounds, notifications, and rewards to slut up your synapses by scientists with clipboards. You could be given birth or dangling from a cliff with one arm.
Oh, wait a second. I just want to take a photo of this moment. Gonna post it. Oh no, I'm falling. No!
Reaction videos give me secondhand embarrassment and they make me want to puke. Why the f*** would I want to see what your face thinks? Talentless soup. Okay, Larry, I want my $75 now in cash. Okay, I'll take 50. Okay, Larry, let's do this.
You asshole.
Get my slippers and turn on all 4 toasters.
I made you a coffee.
Did you know that Billy D has over 15 subscribers? My name is Jack, I'm the opposite of whack. I like to rap, and how about that? My mama thinks I'm cuckoo and my dad thinks I'm lame. I said, people think of me all the same. I went to school and I acted like a fool. I got a bad grade, so they treat me like a maid. I said, hickory dickory dickory dock, you can suck my 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Here's a little neat story about hypocrisy. Should be obvious, but people seem blind to me. You see, the more you use and own, you think my point would be shown. Climate change is real in here, and the real reason why is super near. So close, in fact, I gave away my mirror.
Introspection tends to be done as a senior.
Big house, 2 cars, 2 TVs, and 2 toilets.
Oh no, the inconvenient truth as he unfoils it.
Tough shit, my apartment just got flooded. All my shit totally got and mudded. You hear it creep up on the news more often, that those with lower income are and forgotten. Funny, eh? How those who pollute less are punished first, but those with the smallest carbon footprint get it the worst. That those with plenty more are rewarded. This is why my stupid song is being recorded. To get my point out on my zero-emission platform, that owning tons of dumb, useless shit is the new norm. The superficial, artificial things for yourself. Society kisses ass and looks up to wealth. Dwell in a huge box, slick wheels and much more. Post it all online like a social media. If you have money and own lots of shit, you get rewarded for being a fucking twit. But if you use less, own little, and go zen, you end up writing dumb songs with a pen. Syllabus for narcissism comes to mind. All the words and terms on how not to be kind. Kind to the earth, environment, and the bees. All I can see is 7,000 cars and like 17 trees.
Larry's.
The poor use less, are looked down on. The rich use more, there's something wrong. My shit and waste 99% less. Climate change comes from, let's all guess. Haven't used everything, it's really cool. Use less, have little, I'm the fool. Own tons of shit with zero shame. Then we call people with less insane. I say the word poor in quotes, but really it just means using less, so take notes. You get your respect and stuff from things. I seek mine with music with wings. Some people, I never see them out of their f***ing car. It's like part of their clothing, rubber to the tar. Mac and cheese, drive-through supersize me. Then at night, it's a Save the Whales Netflix documentary. Being educated only makes it worse. You know exactly what you're doing is your curse. Isolated from the rest of the earth, this West End fantasy gives birth to a mental state of living, by taking, having, and using everything instead of giving life to nature and to this place, learning from the beautiful animals with real grace. I don't have a car, kids, or a house. I live a simple, quiet life, like a little mouse. I use and consume next to nothing, but I'm the one that endures the flooding. I don't have a TV and I never use AC. While you keep cool in your place, it heats up the whole planet. Gee, I never owned a microwave and I don't even have a washing machine. I'm like the goddamn Pope of going green.
Oh, he just offended me and said something mean.
You're offended while you hoard everything, yet this fails to be seen. I walk, take the bus, and use the train. Carrying my apples with spinal damage is pain. How come I can use public transport with nerve damage, but most of you without your precious cars can't even seem to manage? Then my town loses its only food store. The local inconvenience store is only using the railway away. How hardcore. Perhaps it's a sneaky way of getting rid of the poor people like me, so the value of your property goes up in the community.
Don't forget to like, subscribe, and join me on my journey.
I hate that word, journey. Worst word ever. The poor use less, are looked down on. The rich use more, there's something wrong. My shit and waste 99% less. Climate change comes from, let's all guess. Haven't used everything, it's really cool. Use less, have little, I'm the fool. Own tons of shit with zero shame. Then we call people with less insane. It's like your f***ing car and phone is glued to the hip. Can't go anywhere without it. This addiction you have to stuff and things is the same real reason climate change sings. Social media lets you it out. The addiction to validation and approval. Operation Let's Get Rid of the Poor People removal. As your notifications go bing, pop, buzz. Like a monkey they train you, their plan was. I clean, fix, repair, and sew all the second-hand shit that I cherish. All my work in vain as the rich overconsume me slowly perish. Like a f***ing frog in boiling water. Endless entertainment, overconsumption, eat, beef, and slaughter. Weapons of mass distraction make you void of any accountability. You see, endless scrolling makes your brain super silly. Music used to be sacred with a soul. Now it's just entertainment to be consumed in the background with popcorn in a bowl. Smart enough to run the machines, yet not question much. Easy to control us after work, you can consume more with one click, one touch. Perhaps a trip to some overused exotic beach. A flight to a fake resort that happens to have everything at home, but in closer reach. Your carbon footprint is bigger than Ron Jeremy's dick. Shut the f*** up, Jack. Your song spoils the party, spoils the trick. What? A trick that telling the truth sucks ass? Owning and using tons of useless shit is crass? As every single student has a car to go to class, as I open my window and literally inhale your toxic gas? As you shoot your mouth off about toxic masculinity. Hey Larry, pass me your flask of gin to me. It's bullshit. I'm pointing out obvious facts. That your overconsumption f***s up my air due to your literal acts. But back to my point that always gets overlooked. Something that everybody seems in the head hooked. Use as much of and everything you like, not knowing where it comes from or goes. A hole in the dike. A dike that's bursting at the seams. For your stupid f***ing mansion and your stupid f***ing dreams. Hooked to superficial stuff and things in life. I'm not innocent, but my bigger efforts go strife. If you own tons of shit, hoard money and wealth, you get rewarded, looked up to, and you drive by electric and silent stealth. And if you're poor, use next to nothing, walk, take the bus and shop block. You get scolded, punished, and made to suffer and suck life. You're in the f***ing way, looked down at, punished and shamed. But really, it's overlooked helping to reduce, as I explained. Eat the rich? I'd eat the rich, but they're tasteless. Drive your car. So I guess what I'm trying to say is that if you have little and you use little, you get looked down on despite actually polluting less. But if you have more and you're rich, you get rewarded and you're looked up to, despite the fact that you're literally contributing directly to pollution and climate change more. It's all backwards. So if it's actually the poor that are heroes, then who are the zeros? Covering 3 topics here at the same time, so I'll zip back and forth. Oh yeah, happy Valentine's Day from me, BG up north. Let me mansplain just a few things out. Let me be frank, I got things to shout. I'm not alone, and I'm sick of this shit. Burn it all down, the narcissists win. I'm wearing no mask, but yours is caked on. Here I am all vulnerable, with my cold small dong. You offer nothing to the big old table. Your flying monkeys kiss ass and enable.
But wait a minute, it's 2025 and you can't say shit.
Shadow ban, cancel culture, censorship. Last time I made a song like this was about 15 years ago. I'm not a rapper, it's just for fun. Knowing's half the battle. G.I. Joe. The manipulated man, Google it, red pill and much more. Literally lost my 3 brothers. Life is hardcore. I'm gonna rant it all out with zero holding back as you listen rich and cozy to this shitty little track. Okay, Larry.
What? Where am I? Smirk walk by without moving those eyes. Boobs, but yoga pants flex those thighs. Status quo guys used to fall for this, but slowly they learned that it's taking the piss.
So much I want to say as I scribble down these pages. Been studying all this shit for ages and ages. But just because I figured part of it out, it doesn't change shit. Connor's still about. The most dangerous thing in the world is a narcissist. The least I can do is spit like a little lame lyricist. So how far really does this narcissism go? All the way to f***ing death, my brothers and I should know. She likes to have her cake and she likes to eat it too. A vampire hoovers, then she's done with you. Oh my god, what the fuck is this guy's fucking problem? I'm too busy for this shit. I'm doing my lashes. You know, free drinks. Wink, wink. I got super burnt bad this very way myself. Watched too many die, narcs, target, hoard the wealth. But really, what the f*** is this total bullshit? Am I expected to just shut the f*** up and sit back and quit? Quit like my brothers and countless others too? While it takes everything you have and then it blames you. First it's the love bombing stage, and then they butter you up. After that lie, you're on the hook and they fill your cup. Then it's the dismissive phase. You're no good, trigger rage. The whole thing was staged, like a hamster in a cage. You run around that hamster wheel, hamster wheel, hamster wheel, faster and faster, fueled by her sex appeal, sex appeal, sex appeal, until the wheel breaks off and she lets you go. Clean up your f***ing cage before you go, bozo. And then the villain becomes the victim. Google it, reactive abuse. Poke, poke, poke. She'll tap you with a stick.
Stop poking me,
he says many times.
I'm not poking you.
She says on a dime. Eventually he loses it and snaps her pokey stick.
Oh my god! He just got like so angry and stuff. And he just broke my favorite stick too. Did all of society see that? I mean, did you see that? What a total dick.
A sly reactive abuse tool they sneakily like to use. Then they poke you till you get mad and then they cry out, abuse! So which one is it? Are you powerful, strong, and on top? Or are you a poor innocent victim yelling, please help, stop? Ain't it funny how it's sociably acceptable to shit all over men? But if you say one single bad thing about them, you could get jail 5 to 10. I guess this mic cable will enable me to shed light on your fable fallacy as I MC shit all over your fantasy, G. It's now said that there's an epidemic of lonely guys. More like an epidemic of narcissistic entitled cries. Men are disposable and you can wrap them around your finger. Move in with them, use everything, and sit around and linger. Then drop them like a hat. Pre-plan who's up next at bat. Poor guy did not smell a rat. Cath me out thigh, how about that? Of course the shit works both ways, but generally speaking, statistics these days. My brothers are statistics 6 feet under the ground. A life of poverty till they can't make a sound. So please have sympathy for my situation and hear my song. My song sings for them because they're gone. So yeah, that's just part of it. There's much more you see. From birth to death, it was absolute poverty. There's plenty more fucked up shit in stores. Closed for 40 years solid, a whole town closed the f***ing door. Cellar door. Leviathan riddled this song, my brother's long gone. So what really went on is every adult was vacant and gone. I love you, Tom.
I love you too, Jack.
An old named Roland Granger lived a long, free life in my hometown. This sick, twisted man had a kiddie dungeon. Decades went by and not one neighbor made a sound. His garage was wide open in plain sight, directly in front of the school and college. Did this to local kids for decades, apparently to not a single person's knowledge. For sakes, his house was directly in front of the college gate. It takes a community to neglect 50 kids' fate. 50 kids this pedo touched. I can sing about it, I was there and I remember much. The abuse Roland caused to my brothers goes far. They gave up the f***ing earth, Mike, Tom, and Jamie beneath the tar. A taboo topic that no one wants to talk about. The stigma's bad for business, so they knock me out. You see, when you're a dirt poor kid in an abusive home, you go outside looking for a new, safer place to roam. It's in the head hardcore to find that the new place is even worse than before. Is any place safe? All my 3 brothers are no more. Roland Granier, Stranger Danger. In the 1980s, we all found Roland Granger with an above-ground pool and much more. He had a garage packed full of toys for girls and boys galore. Each wall with toys from ceiling to floor. He made it all himself with a garage open door. So he lured us all in total broad daylight. His entire kitty dungeon in open plain sight. So amazed until he had his ways. Things you can't say, secrets every day. In fact, a secret for 40 years total. I hope this stupid song goes global. So everyone could know what an entire town failed to see. Granger cut our lives short, garage door open to society. So as the town puts up flowers to make the village look just dandy, as we all ignored the boogeyman with the pool, toys, and candy. How could people live next door for several decades and block out all the pedophiles' disgusting charades? 4 words, a movie title. Roland's gravestone is still in our cemetery, first, second row to the right. His wife, 97, location unknown. She was part of it too, pretending to be out of sight. I've got so much more I want to say, but I'm running out of time. I might have to make more of these shitty songs that rhyme. If my guitars, art, and music are my soapbox, then I fantasize about ripping out Roland's gravestone, dumping it in front of the town hall to pour red paint all over his rocks. But hey, I just did, at least in my thoughts and music. If this message opens at least one mind, then that's a good bone to f***ing pick. So if we put all 3 tragedies together, poverty, abuse, and narcissistic clowns, it's no f***ing surprise to see that the whole game was rigged, and in the end my bro drowns. That no one at all knew what was going on is complete and utter bullshit. So how am I supposed to feel about community and society that look the other way instead of dealing with it? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So if you're ever walking the town and thinking about the fur trade, think about the past that gets overlooked, buried, and never made. All the poor who just struggle to merely survive, while others stand on their shoulders with all the wealth and strive. Narcissists are everywhere, lack empathy, and use people as tools. And if I talk about it, I get shot down by insecure fools. Da-da-da-da, yeah.
Smirk walk by without moving those eyes. Boobs, butt, yoga pants, flex those thighs. Status quo guys used to fall for this, but slowly they learn that it's taking the piss. Slurk walk by without moving those eyes. Boobs, butt, yoga pants, flex those thighs. Status quo guys used to fall for this, but slowly they learn that it's taking the piss.
I despise this piss. I despise this. Eminem once said, as bad as it sounds, there's a part of me that when I'm angry, I'm more happy. Because I get to say something back, you see. Another artist said, I kinda think I should get the chance to have a conversation back with the reality in front of me, said Banksy. A quick shout out to all the innocent not mentioned, those who refuse to be manipulated, who skip the narc's retention, to those fortunate enough to lose their market value because their looks were overlooked. The narcissist took you off the menu. But I'm not here to argue into or undo something also true with or for you. I spew, I just had a breakthrough. It's a choice of peace over narcissism, hypocrisy, and entitlement. To be alone over your grandiose performance, go find someone else to pay your rent. Could it be that strength, intelligence, and imagination are not prerequisites for power, but just qualifications for slavery, while the incompetent flower? You see, if you exploit me because of my earned quality, and you just take from me everything for free, it's narcissistic insanity, yet socially acceptable to society, or some shit like that. Unearned status really pisses me the fuck off. You just stand there in a mirror with a comb as a microphone and cough.
Hey guys!
Some people actually learned and earned how to do shit over decades. Then social media idiot influencers come along and steal the lemonade. You see, narcissistic abuse comes in all shapes and forms. Act like a fucking bully asshole and you get all the power. That's the new norm. Man Bates. I do feel empathy for your experience, but I cannot sympathize with your ideological position. because it's built on a fallacy, and your position is broken like a stripped transmission. It doesn't work and it won't start. Learn to fix shit yourself, every part. How to change a flat tire on the side of the street. Just stick out your curves and in seconds some dude will get you back on your feet. Do this for everything and just repeat, repeat, repeat. Someone will get the bill, you can chill, and when you've had enough supply, you can click delete. Then you can move right on, as you planned all along. He snuffed out his song, as you seek out new supply and dong.
Yeah, this is good. Wunderbar. A narcissist never takes accountability and is incapable of introspection.
Smirk, walk by without moving those eyes. Boobs, butt, yoga pants, flex those thighs. Status quo guys used to fall for this, but now they learn that it's taking the piss. Smirk, walk by without moving those eyes. Boobs, butt, yoga pants, flex those thighs. Status quo guys used to fall for this, but slowly they learn that it's taking the piss.
One does not become enlightened by imagining figures of light, but by making the darkness come into total sight. Carl Jung's way of saying that our growth requires our shadow, not running from it, but you always had your eye on the gato. The other thing that I wanted to sing before the bell goes ding is that you need to be able to afford a ring and provide everything. Work till you drop non-stop, then more than a lot. So just man up, son. And then they can squeeze out every single drop. And then you're done. And when she's bored and sees something exciting, new and shiny, she'll drop you like it was nothing. Look at that! You're all alone and feeling tiny. You see, they know exactly what they're doing every time. Love bomb you, devalue your person, and use up every dime. Gaslight your ass, create the problem, and then blame you. And if you say one single word, all of society goes, Empaths are targeted, used and deeply scolded, while narcissists are rewarded like a pinball machine, all lit up and jolted. Colonialism was not that long ago, and directly connected to here. We grew up dirt f***ing poor, surrounded by total wealth, tightly gripped by a condescending sneer. No matter how hard we worked, school or more, life said stay in your f***ing place, and the sneer closed every door. Almost every person I've ever met has a mummy and daddy safety net. Inheritance, tuition, car, and all the things you'll get. But I know for a solid, hard, cold fact that without that safety net, the boulder that you shoulder will always fall back. Synthesis with us as the comfortable dismiss us. He was a nice, gentle, genius, sweet, kind, fun-loving young man that more than worked super hard. But life, really it was narcissists, crushed him over and over and over and told him, no, you get the red card. We are forced the red pill, just to work and toil till you die. Then after that you can chill. You fought hard, Mike, Jamie, Tom, and Bill. You're all gone now, but I'm here still. I got mum, and I love someone, but holy this situation sucks. It's so f***ing dumb. So it's a pretty up story about squashed out life. How all three of my brothers died in a row in sad strife. The game was rigged, a fixed table, inequality slanted. The opposite of a safety net is a big hole in the ground and stranded. So just man up, so many people seem to say. Superman, the Hulk, don't sulk, and Iron Man that sat away. If a town had to acknowledge that it had a Guinness World Book record pedophile that got away, it would be bad for ice cream sales and restaurants making money all day. Life took my whole family away, and I just turned 50 with 50 bucks. And now I'm hunting dead pedo ghosts from 50 years ago. Holy this sucks. I already had big beef with discrimination in this place. What would I know? I only traveled the world with my base. On top of the discrimination that needs no explanation to discover an extra layer to the situation of the town's dirty secret hidden from the nation. The narcissist got you as a child, and then got you when you're old. So just shut the up, Jack, and do what you're told. I tried to tackle 3 topics in this little wee song, crossing from here to there as I was heaving and shite along. I'll say it super clear, and then I'm gone. Poverty, abuse, and narcissists killed my brother Tom.
You're lucky.
Daniel. Hello, Mom. Like massage.